Draper was really going for goal of the year again. It was a pretty nice move, probably won't win goal of the year, but Langford had other ideas.
And once he gets going, Essendon fans usually get on their feet.
That would have gone through, I think. I reckon that would have gone through for a goal if he leaves it.
The Hawks had a massive chance to kick their second goal of the game here, and the most experienced on the ground, Luke Bruce, just somehow decides not to pass it. Then he falls down onto the ground and gets called for holding the ball. This was pretty much the Hawks game done in the first quarter. I want to say a massive thank you to all the new subscribers who have joined the channel. As you can see that we have 66% of you are still not subscribed. Obviously not everyone is going to, but if we could get closer to 50%, that would be fantastic. So if you do like this sort of content, please do subscribe and leave a like and a comment. It really helps the algorithm out and pushes this video out to more people. Alright, next clip. Right when the Hawks were making a comeback, there's a dropped mark inside the goal square, and the Wizard has a chance to kick a goal and put the Hawks in a really good position, a lot closer to possibly even taking control of the game, and it comes off the side of his boot and he just misses absolutely everything. I bet he wants that one back. I don't mean to hate on BT so often, but this is clearly not a goal. It's clearly hit the post, but somehow BT is like absolutely sure this is a goal.
Schultz with the set shot. Looks good, little right. It's there, I think. It is.
Post
It's the post, is it?
Stop. Oh, thank you.
It has.
During the Essendon vs St Kilda game, they actually had the Kangaroos emblem up on the scoreboard for St Kilda, and they realised their mistake, and so they changed it to Geelong. What is going on?
This is just a slap in the face to the Saints, isn't it?
Degoe's just that much of a ball. He doesn't even need to try the fend off. It just happens for him.
He did as well. Gee, it's a risky kick. It's finely tuned. Degoe just...
Somebody needs to investigate these boundary umpires, because I have no idea what is happening this year. There was another one in the Port and Melbourne game. This ball is clearly out of bounds. There's two umpires right there and neither of them call it. It's definitely not something you see every day, but the Hawks and Geelong game was delayed the start of the fourth quarter due to a lightning delay. That's not something you see every day. You could almost say it's odd. But McCreary also has a very nice fend off here as he sends Calamachi down to the ground.
With the footy, some turnovers happening as well.
This is definitely another one that we don't see every day. Ollie Wines goes the spoil and no one contests the second grab, so he goes in and grabs it, and that's a legal mark. He's the only one who touched it. Another one you could definitely say was quite odd. How's the touch from Link McCarthy? He's able to just pick the ball up with one hand, pass it off to his teammate who ends up kicking the goal.
Link McCarthy, Fletcher, gets it done.
This was pretty much the epitome of the Crows night on Friday. Whoever decided to put the Crows and Freo game on Friday night should have their head checked. Disgusting scenes. This is coming from a Crow supporter. For this kick by Michael Annie, I bet he wants this one back. I guess when you're on, you're on. This kick by Charlie Curnow was definitely a shank, but somehow he just kicks it so bad that it actually goes through for a goal. How's that for luck?
Perfect. Look at that. Straight through.
BT and the other commentators at Fox Footy are clearly just making up stats at this point, surely.
Two 46ers go at it. Not sure whether that's ever happened before, both ruckman being 46, JB.
Got it?
No.
Don't recall it.
Well, I played with a guy number 46 that played ruck Mark Blitzars for a while. Probably come up against these two quite a few times.
Well then.
I thought this kick by Ben Keys was extremely clever to give Rochelle the advantage. It happened so fast, so I've slowed it down so you can see that it is definitely a intentional kick.
Forward collision coming up.
This kick in from McGovern was extremely ordinary. It's an absolute coach killer, especially when North came back with quite a bit of momentum. If he's going to take that kick straight through the corridor, you got to make sure you hit it.
Ball user out of the back half, McGovern, but that's just a massive clanger. And a gift for Powell, who's...
Not entirely sure what's going through Dylan Moore's head here. Brandon Parfitt kind of fakes the handball, but you shouldn't touch this, and gives away an easy 50-metre penalty. At the end of the game, this one didn't really matter because Collingwood won by more than a goal, but it doesn't look like Brody Mychek actually controls the ball enough to be considered a mark, in my opinion. Looks like the ball goes through his arms and down to his hip area, not showing that he controlled the ball fully. But yeah, what do you think about this one?
If it bobbles at all, he's in trouble, isn't he? I'm not sure it did.
Does he have control of it, I guess, BT?
Which part of that is control?
Yeah, the bound jump.
This potential goal-saving tackle by Brayshaw definitely changed the momentum of the Freo and Adelaide game. Pretty much from here on out, Freo just had control of the game.
Took it out of the ruck, tried to open it up. Fogarty fed it back through and run down. Just trademark Andrew Brayshaw.
This is how you know that teams are playing together as a team, as Fogarty kicks towards the top of the goal square instead of trying to take a really bad snapshot at goal. He does the team thing and kicks it to the top of the square, ends up in Charlie Curno's hands. Great teamwork. Hayward marks the ball and he's about 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. This is definitely should be a drop punt. For some reason he decides to go and tries to snap the ball and clearly misses it. Not sure why you would try this in such a close game. Definitely odd choice.
Tigers kicked 5 in a row. This for 2 in a row to start the last, and it's the...
How good was Cameron here? He gets the ball, bounces off the ground, and a slick little handball to McCluggage, who finishes with a goal.
Goes to ground, flicks it back. McCluggage walks in, and he has kicked a goal.
I know Ned McHenry gets the handball out right at the last second, but he clearly tries to evade his tackler. He gets tackled down to the ground, spun 360, then gets the handball out. Somehow this is not holding the ball. The umpire just has to blow the whistle here. This could have ended quite badly as Jezza Cameron takes a mark just outside the goal square, and straight away you can see he's looking at big Tom Hawkins and he's saying, do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? He's like, no, just kick the goal. But it's his 350th. You got to feed him, and the man delivered.
And very deliberate. And Tom Hawkins says, do not handball it to me. But he does, regardless.
Jamari Ugle-Hagan goes for a snapshot at goal, and it's not that far out. It's still snap distance on the left, and he leaves it about 10 metres short. What are your thoughts on this one? I know Larkey does pull him down to the ground, but McGovern's over-exaggerated the hit, and he actually ends up hitting his head on the ground. He's got to be careful because you could do some brain injuries with this. Or is that a little bit too extreme? What do you think? Lachie Neale's going to be super sore tomorrow. After smothering this ball, he lands down with his right ankle and he twists it pretty badly. If you've ever done this before, you know how painful this is.
Professional straight away. He's trying. There's the replay. So just a classic roll. He's staying out on the ground though, trying to run it off as we speak.
As Newman's trying to tap the ball out of bounds, Jerry gives him a little push in the side, and as he falls down, the ball actually rolls off of his foot. So it's actually correct, it is out of bounds on the fall. This was a pretty odd out of bounds on the fall. Asava Radigalia, oh man, every time this guy plays it's just frustrating to watch. He goes to go for the chest mark, but the ball's behind the line. There's no one else there, just spoil it through for a point, that's fine. This is an absolute coach killer. What do you think about this last one? I reckon this should have been paid deliberate. There was not that much pressure. He only had eyes to get the ball in for a point. He had no play at the ball at all. I think that should be a free. We saw one very similar get paid in the first week, but for some reason now they've changed it and it's nothing. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like these videos and you're new, subscribe, leave a comment below with the word gather. That is the secret word for this week. Thanks for watching. See you for the gather round.